Yes, life was delayed, but it never gave the nod. Hello, everybody. It's Annika LaQuette here, and you're listening to Never Gave the Nod podcast. If you are new here, make sure that you listen to the previous week's episode and hit the subscribe button for me. Y'all, I have someone on my show. Y'all can see her right here. This is my cousin. This is Saint Sane. How you doing today?
Hi. Hey, cousin, how are
Hey,
you
girl.
doing today?
I'm doing good, girl. So, I already know you, but tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Saint Santa. I'm a poet from Darlington, South Carolina, and I always say that I'm a saint when I feel like being shit and a sin when I don't.
Period. That's what I'm talking about. I want to know you as Saint Sin. So tell us a little bit about your stage name.
Oh, I always felt like I always a duality of a person, so I can always understand why people do what they do, even if it's wrong.
Right.
I can always be like, okay, I get the temptation behind it. I get it. You was trash.
Right.
So I get the temptation behind it. And every stage of my life, I wasn't always a good person. So I can understand being the devil's advocate, being the devil himself.
Okay.
I can understand being that angel on your shoulder, too. And I wanted a name that kind of like personified the fact that I can see all walks of life.
Right.
And I want to be able to, in some extent or another, represent every walk of life.
What or who motivated you to become a poet?
Oh, honestly, it is going to be crazy for the people who know her, but like a little bit of my mom.
Uh-oh.
She was always reading, always. So it was very easy for me to pick up the habit, like
Right.
to the point where our house looked like a complete library, book overflow. I'd be like,
you
Mom,
sound like my mama.
you have to stop.
Right.
You have an addiction, you have to stop. Or we're going to blink one day and it's going to be hoarders. But the
Okay.
book addiction, no. But because I always saw her reading and you mimic the things you see as a child,
Right.
I always read. And then that led me to being like, oh, I could have come up with a better ending than that. Or, oh, this would have been fun if they'd have done. And then
That's
it
smart.
just spiraled into writing
Okay.
poetry.
Y'all sound just like us. Cause my mom, she started off as a poet as well. I think her stage name was Black Butterfly or something like that. Girl, my mom. Okay, and she was all in the poetry clubs and doing her poetry, and I said, I can do poetry too.
Yes,
So,
you can.
yep, and I did that, and I started doing poetry and then spoken word, and I'm like, okay, this is something cool. I like
Baby,
this.
I have this stuck in my head memory of you coming to my church. It had to be like some Black History Month
Yes.
something. And you performed.
I
it.
did. Yep, it was Still I Rise by
Yes,
Maya
it
Angelou.
was. And when I tell you, you ate
Girl,
it up.
okay.
Ate it up. I was like, oh,
Period.
that's my cousin. You kids don't understand.
Yes. Yes.
Weak.
Okay, that's why I love poetry. People don't understand. Poetry is life.
Yes.
It's about everything, and people don't understand that rappers are really poets.
Yeah, it's just set to music.
Right, it's just set to music. That's a good thing because my mama motivated me to do poetry as well. So, see, we got some things in common. Period. Who is your favorite poet of all time? Right.
That's like a four-way tie between Maya Angelou, because of course, Nikki Giovanni. I have
Yes.
like so many pieces that are just greatly inspired by her. Gwendolyn Brooks, who I think is just such a slept-on poet, and of course Langston Hughes. It's
Yes.
like a beautiful mix of all four. Just
You right. You sound like me. Since you're going to be reciting Black Girl Know Your History, what motivated you to create that poem?
oh man, where I was in life at that moment, I felt like, and I still feel like Black women are still some of the most slept on, most disrespected, most neglected group of people.
Right.
Period. And I feel like if us as a group, a collective, really understood where we came from, our history, how hard we in particular had to fight just to get here, just to
Yes.
get us half the rights we have, we would walk a lot different. We would talk a lot different. And I'm all for a good, like, confirming and just moment and giving
Right.
people like that tool to make you feel like, oh no, you that. Whatever it is, you that though, girl. you that. So it's like, let me remind us of who we are real quick and who we been, because we been.
Yes. Since the starting of your poetry journey, what is something that you wish you would have learned sooner that you learn now?
Oh, that every phase is worth diving into. And when I first started my journey, I guess you could say, like really truly pursuing poetry,
Yes.
I felt like I was stuck doing these specific types of poems with these specific type of undertones, and I was like, well, I want to be a rounded writer. I don't want to just write about the same thing. But then I had as years came and I realized like, wow, my writing style's changed so much. I wish I would have wrote more during this stage, wrote more during that stage, wrote more during this stage, instead of feeling like, oh, I'm stuck now. No, dive into it because you're there now for a
Right.
reason. So don't shy away from, oh, I have so much. Create all that content, finish all those poems, say what you have to say. Doesn't matter if it comes out 5 different ways on the same topic. Those are 5 different points of view, so 5 different people are going to be able to learn something.
Yes.
Dive into it regardless, because once you're out of that stage, you're out of it, and those poems are going to be a testament to how you got out of it, how you made it through the real thoughts you had. Like, we have to make connections with people, and I feel like not enough people are being honest. So when you write more while you're in that stage, you're just so honest with yourself.
Yep.
That same honesty can be ugly, it could be funny, it could be horrible, it could be a mixture of the 3, and it'll still help somebody be like, okay, so it wasn't just me. I wasn't the only one feeling stupid.
Yep.
I wasn't the only one being dumb. I wasn't the only one out here being a little disgraceful. It's all of us. It's that stage. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
so this doesn't end. This is not it.
Right.
Yes. Understand that that's not it.
I'm telling you, poetry has gotten me through as well. I was going through a lot of stuff in college, especially my freshman year. Poetry got me through it, girl.
The freshman year is funny. It is not for the weak.
Not for the weak.
Not for the weak.
I'm telling you.
You really learned something about yourself your freshman year. I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie. The things I learned was I was still a child.
Yes. I'm like, dang, I was a kid.
Still a child.
And I was going through it, okay?
Who let me loose?
Right. Turn them loose. What is some advice would you give an aspiring poet who's afraid to show their art to the world?
Oh my God, that's a real good one right there.
It is.
Oh, this is gonna sound horrible. Do it.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
Do it.
Do it. Today, start. It doesn't matter if you only get 5 likes. Those 5 people might be the ones that share it to the person that changes your life.
Exactly.
And honestly, it's not real. The likes aren't real. None of this is real. It's just man-made. It's an algorithm that you have no say over. Post your content.
Yes.
And plus, more people are always looking than like. So.
You're right. So, do you have any upcoming events that you want to share with us today?
I have one in particular. Joined this beautiful, beautiful Black cooperative called Black Olive, aka Black Co-Live, where it is just a cooperative hoping to expand and explain and just have a beautiful outreach and encouragement of Black businesses, Black youth, Black artists.
I like
and,
that.
Yeah, in all of its ways. It was created by my beautiful friend Terica Gary, supported by her amazing husband Everett Gary as well. And the two of them have just created this beautiful, again, just cooperative, a collective of like-minded, like-souled people who all have different niches, but are trying to come together to create a really, really dope mix of just like a Black renaissance, but it's going to be more so located in like the 843 area of South Carolina. And we have a event coming up June 15th.
Ooh.
Right? And it's going to be a mixture of so many things. We're going to have a kids zone. We're going to have adult access. We're going to have a media hub. We're going to have food. We're going to have so much beautiful, amazing performances that's just going to knock your socks off. Like, so, if you go to the adult access, some amazing drinks curated by yours truly, because I am also a bartender. Hi.
Okay.
And it's going to be an amazing event. I can't wait to get as much information out on that as possible. So definitely keep a lookout for that, because that is going to be one of many events that's just going to be chef's kiss, Black exploration. Like, oh, it's going to go up.
I didn't know that. See, I'm glad we're having this talk because I didn't know that. And I love support my Black people, okay?
And you were one of the people I meant to reach out to for the media hub part, because I was like, Annika has a whole podcast. If she decides to come home during that time, and the venue we have is stunning. It's on this beautiful, beautiful multi-acre farm. Like, when I tell you, like, you will feel so connected to earth. It's gonna, like, that. First of all, the Airbnb is gorgeous, and then it has this beautiful view of a lake. You got chickens over to the side. You
Come
know,
on,
I like me
chickens.
some chickens. Country girl, we like
from
chickens.
the country, period.
Yes, okay, you know. So it's breathtaking. So I feel like I would feel like you would eat it up there, girl.
Oh, I love that
Oh my
now.
gosh. And all the like-minded souls. Listen.
I feel it already. I feel it. Like, any tickets available right now?
We
or
will be
pre-sale?
selling tickets soon, but we have not started yet. But we will be selling them soon. Absolutely.
Where can listeners find you on social media?
Oh, that's easy. You can find me on Facebook. Just type in Saint Sin and I should pop up. If you want to find me on Instagram, I am like Thee, Saint Sin. Everything spelled correctly, like Saint, like Nicholas, Sin, like 7 Deadly.
Here's a reminder to spring those clocks forward on Sunday, March 10th at 2 a.m. In honor of Women's History Month, here's a poem by Saint Sin called Black Girl No History Part 2. Let's go.
He told me I should numb myself. Black girl, shed yourself of your rubber band dreams and your youthful imaginations. Lay your curiosity to the side. Your emotions will mislead you. Comb your hair, black girl. Straighten your dress. Pull yourself together. Aspire to be the lady you will never be treated like. Move like the song that no one will admit to liking. Never mind the fact that you had the courage of a runaway. The strength of an activist, all you'll ever be good for is mockery. He said, black girl, no history. I say, black girl, don't listen. They're teaching you to obey, conform, believe what you're told, and never second guess. They want you weak, mindless. But why do we teach our daughters to listen and never to think? We teach them to sit down and be quiet instead of standing up and being recognized. Cross your legs. Smile. You're here to be seen, not heard, not valued, not appreciated. Don't listen to the stupidity coming out of their mouth. They'll tell you you're nothing. Try to define you based on your looks. Sell you your own characteristics until you're just a carbon copy of a queen. They will disenfranchise you. Sell you a dream. Put your soul up for collateral. Punish you for not conforming. Recreate your image in the form of distastefulness. Steal from you everything you stand for. Give you credit for nothing and adore the thief. They will Michelle Obama you, so don't listen when they tell you to look down. Stare at your feet. Twiddle your thumbs. Don't mistake their insecurities for your importance. Just understand they don't know how to look a queen in the eye. So they'll deny you your crown when you're young. Trick you into giving away your magic to appease their fear that one day you will rise above. They want you docile, timid, unable to think past societal rules, unable to recognize yourself in the mirror, and I pray you won't listen. Don't obey. Stand and be heard, be valued, be appreciated. I pray you be magic in spite of their stupidity. In spite of women with stolen magic trying to take away your identity, in spite of them forcing your words down your throat, they claw their way back out. I say, black girl, no history. Black girl, no history like Lena Horne, Dorothy Height, Shirley Chisholm in 1968, who became the first black woman to be elected to Congress, Mary Bethune Bethune, who founded the Bethune-Cookman University. They named her the first lady of the struggle because of her undying servitude to impoverished minorities. So black girl, no history. Black girl, no history. Black girl, please know there's so much more than just his story. So it's time for black girl to speak hers. Thank you.
Do you have a business and would like for your commercial to be featured on Navigator Nine? Make sure to email us at navigator9podcast@gmail.com, and donations are also accepted. I would like to thank Saint Sin for coming on Navigator 9 podcast. And remember, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. I am your host, Annika Laquette, and you're listening to Navigator 9 podcast. Bye!